Hi, I'm Miss Cindy, and some of you may know me as Mrs. Hall. I'm the 3-year-old teacher on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I also help out in the 2-year-old mini class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so some of you will know who I am. I have chosen the book My 5 Senses by Aliki. I chose this book because this is some of the things we would have been talking about this week in class if we had been there. I miss you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this story. My 5 senses. I can see with my eyes. I can hear. I hear with my ears. I can smell. I smell with my nose. I can taste. I taste with my tongue. I can touch. I touch with my fingers. I do all of this with my senses. I have 5 senses. When I see the sun or a frog or my baby sister, I use my sense of sight. I am seeing. When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. I am hearing. When I smell soap or a pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, I use my sense of smell. I am smelling. When I drink my milk and eat my food, I use my sense of taste. I am tasting. When I touch a kitten or a balloon or water, I use my sense of touch. I am touching. Sometimes I use all of my senses at once. Sometimes I use only one. I often play a game with myself. I guess how many senses am I using at this time? When I look at the moon and the stars, I use one sense. I am seeing. When I laugh and play with my puppy, I use 4 senses. I see and hear and smell and touch. When I bounce a ball, I use 3 senses. I see, hear, and touch. Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another, but each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all there is to see, to hear all there is to hear, to smell all there is to smell, to taste all there is to taste, and to touch all there is to touch. Wherever I go, whatever I do, every minute of the day, my senses are working. They make me aware. I also have some activities that I've been thinking about. Some fun things that you could be doing with your family while you're not at school. These are some things we probably would have been doing at school if we had been there. To practice your sense of sight, you can look at things through binoculars or a magnifying glass like this. Or you could take a piece of paper and cut a small hole in the middle. Then when you look at things through the small hole, they look so much differently. You can try and guess what you might be looking at. Or if it's a nice day, you can take a walk and count how many things you see of your favorite color. To practice touch, you can take an empty bag and put some things in it that you can tell what they are, and just by feeling without looking, try to figure out what it is you're feeling. I've just put in some regular things that you might have at home, a marker or a pencil or a chip clip or a spoon. If you have a pet, you can practice your sense of touch. This is Zeus. Or if you're taking a walk, you just listen closely to the things that you hear. or even at home, listening closely to the things that you hear outside the window. Today, I can hear the garbage trucks picking up the garbage. To practice your sense of taste and smell, do a cooking project together with your mom, or help make your peanut butter sandwich for lunch. Talk about how food tastes sweet or salty or sour or hot or cold. Mr. Potato Head uses his eyes and his ears and his mouth and his nose and his hands. He's a good way to think about practicing your 5 senses. If you have a Mr. Potato Head to play with at home, you can also look in a mirror and make silly faces with your eyes and your nose and your mouth and your ear. And one last idea I had, if you sprinkle some salt or sugar in a pan, you can draw pictures in it, and you can feel the salt or the sand or the sugar, and you can draw faces or shapes or write your name. Those are just some fun activities I thought you might like to try. I hope you're enjoying your time at home with your family. Stay safe and healthy. We miss you. Bye.